TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. Exciting sports action to exclusive local events. We keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network. This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello, welcome to TVM's Metro Update, coming to you from TVM's studios right here in the metropolitan town of Warri in Delta State. I am Fred O'Neill, and these are the news making the headlines this hour. The ancient city of Warri stood still as it opened its arms to a distinguished daughter of the soil. In a ceremony radiating cultural splendor and deep emotional resonance, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, returned to her maternal roots for a historic homecoming. Welcomed by the rhythmic beats of the Chekiri people, the visit was more than a diplomatic stop. It was a journey of heritage. The pinnacle of the visit took place at the Palace of the Agofe, where His Majesty Ogami Atuache III, the Olu of Warri, conferred upon the First Lady a prestigious title of Utuba Orishe Iwere, meaning the light of God for the Warri Kingdom. The monarch noted that this honor, the first of its kind in the kingdom's history, recognizes her role as a beacon of hope and a bridge between the center and the grassroots.
An emotional homecoming at the palace of the Ogiame Atuase III, where dignitaries, traditional rulers, and Ishakiri sons and daughters, and residents from across Delta gathered to welcome Her Excellency. Cultural troops entertained guests with vibrant songs and dances, proudly showcasing the rich cultural heritage and traditions of the Warri Kingdom.
You can see that this is a great visit for Delta State. It's not about the Chekiri nation. She's serving Nigeria and she's bringing pride to Delta State. You can see a lot of development that the federal government is putting into Delta State. All is because we have somebody at the federal level that is speaking on behalf of the state.
It is a symbol of hope and something that we're very excited about. As a Chekiri woman myself, I am ecstatic about it. We have a woman that we can look up to.
In his address, Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborowole described the visit as both historic and symbolic.
You made us proud of our gathering of clergy and policymakers in the United States of America, where President Donald Trump singled you out and described you as a highly respected woman. saw it, my heart was gladdened. It is fitting to call you a global icon.
The Olu of Warri Agiame Atuwase III also expressed pride in the First Lady's achievements, noting that her humility and commitment to service remain a source of inspiration to the Shekiri people.
When the Niger Delta, your mother's people, are united with the Yoruba, your father's people, and the rest of the South follows suit, and even other parts will follow suit, because what informs this new phenomenon is beyond this moment. It is its own powerful movement. Your Excellency, we are proud of you. We are proud of what you have achieved. We are proud of who you have become. We are proud to call you our own.
In her remarks, Senator Oluremi Tinubu thanked the people of Warri and Delta for the warm reception. She describes Warri as home and expressed deep appreciation for the prayers and unwavering support she continues to receive.
And I told Mr. President, I said, it is high time I came to Warri Kingdom, at least to come and show my gratitude for the support and also to pay my homage to the land. I am glad of the stock I came from and proud of this culture, and above all, proud of the way you have clothed me today. I will be able to relax. Then I will come with all the, the dressing of a true Shekiri girl. So Modokme, Orishaba, Wino, Aotore, Alajuene, and Ajawe, Uwakari Ogwa, Ewa Wane.
For the people of the Warri Kingdom, it was more than an official engagement. It was a proud and heartfelt moment welcoming their daughter back home.
In her statement, the emotional Senator Tinubu, who spoke briefly in the native Ishekiri dialect, called for absolute unity among her kinsmen. She emphasized that progress can only thrive in an atmosphere of peace and announced a 50 billion naira empowerment grant for 1,000 petty traders in the kingdom under her Renewed Hope initiative. Accompanied by the Uni of Ife and Governor Sheriff Oberewori, the First Lady's visit has been described as a divine season of healing for the region. As the Utukpa Orisha begins her reign as a titled chief of the kingdom, the people of Iwere land look forward to a brightened future fueled by the strengthened bond with the presidency. The administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Dr. Dennis Otwaro, has described the First Lady's visit to Delta State as a catalyst for sustainable peace. In a statement released earlier today, Dr. Otwaro congratulated Senator Oluremi Tinubu on her homecoming, noting that her presence in the oil-rich region reinforces the federal government's commitment to the security and development of the Niger Delta. Dr. Otwaro hailed the First Lady as a symbol of compassion, emphasizing that her Renewed Hope initiative perfectly mirrors the Amnesty Program's goal of human capital development. He stated that her conferment as the Utukpa Orisha of Warri Kingdom is a well-deserved recognition of her role in bridging the gap between the presidency and the grassroots, particularly in supporting vulnerable women and youths in the creeks. The PAP boss further noted that the First Lady's visit complements the Commission's recent milestone of deploying over 9,000 students to various universities. He urged stakeholders across the region to embrace the message of unity preached by the First Lady, asserting that a peaceful Delta State is essential for the success of the President's national economic reforms. Now, in Delta State, the government has reaffirmed its irrevocable commitment to the total transformation of riverine and coastal communities. Addressing stakeholders in Asaba, officials of the Oberewori administration declared that the era of neglect for the state's aquatic belts is over. This reaffirmation comes as the state's moves to implement the 2026 budget of Accelerating the More agenda, which allocates a staggering 450 billion naira for strategic road and riverine infrastructure. Significant progress is already visible across the creeks. Key projects, including the 3.1-kilometer road linking Kolokolo and Tison communities in Warri North and the Oporoza Model Secondary School, are nearing completion. The Commissioner for Riverine Infrastructure, Chief Ebikeme Clark, emphasized that difficult terrain is no longer an excuse for substandard work, noting that the administration is breaking the jinx of project abandonment in the Niger Delta. Still in Delta State, the State Oil Producing Areas Community Development Commission, known as the SUPADEC, has taken its advocacy against social vices to Orogun, Ughelli North, in a move to deconstruct the growing school is scam narrative among youths. The Commission's Department of Community Development and Public Enlightenment held a massive sensitization rally at Orogun Grammar School. Officials warned that this mindset is a dangerous trap designed to rob the next generation of their potential. The highlight of the event was a spirited debate where students squared off on the value of formal education versus quick wealth schemes. Proponents of the school system emerged victorious, arguing that education remains the bedrock of any developing society. The SUPADEC representatives, led by Mrs. Etume Okeogene, emphasized that while the terrain in oil-producing areas can be tough, academic excellence remains the most sustainable ticket to long-term success. Beyond the scam mantra, the campaign also tackled the twin evils of drug abuse and cultism. The Commission's team urged students to resist peer pressure and stay focused on their studies to benefit from the state's renewed hope and more agenda. As the school is not a scam train prepares to move to other mandate areas, the message from Orogun is clear. The pen remains mightier than the shortcut. The National Boundary Commission, NBC, has launched a fresh diplomatic push to end the decades-old border dispute between Edo and Kogi states. In a high-level joint meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, February 26, 2026, the Commission's Director General, Surveyor Adamu Adaji, presented a definitive roadmap to finalize the demarcation of the boundary, which has remained stalled for nearly 18 years due to community resistance. The NBC reaffirmed that the boundary is legally rooted in the 1954 colonial descriptions, and that the technical team revealed that the demarcation will involve the replacement of 100 primary pillars and 900 intermediate pillars across contentious sectors like Okbele Okene and the Ake X-axis. Both states have now pledged to set aside elite interests and focus on providing large-scale maps to help local communities visualize the agreed lines. Speaking on behalf of their respective governments, the deputy governors of Edo and Kogi states emphasized that boundaries are not walls but bridges for administration. They jointly called for intensive sensitization to prevent further clashes over farmland and resources. With the resumption of field monumentation expected immediately, the NBC is optimistic that this historic resolution will finally bring administrative sanctity to the border communities. The State Police Command has launched a high-level discreet investigation into a violent attack on a religious center during the early hours of Friday, February 27, 2026. Armed assailants reportedly stormed the premises while worshippers were gathered for a vigil, causing significant property damage and leaving several congregants with injuries. The Commissioner of Police has personally visited the scene, describing the act as a senseless provocation aimed at disturbing the state's peace. Our special tactical teams, units, and forensic experts are currently combing the area for ballistic evidence and surveillance footage. While no group has claimed responsibility, the command's spokesperson confirmed that useful leads are already being followed. Authorities are maintaining a discreet approach to avoid tipping off suspects who may still be within the vicinity, emphasizing that intelligence-led policing will be the key to cracking the case. Now, in response to the tension, security has been significantly beefed up around major cathedrals, mosques, and prayer grounds across the state. The police command has urged the public to refrain from retaliatory actions or spreading unverified rumors on social media, which could inflame sectarian sentiments. Residents are encouraged to report any suspicious movements to the emergency hotlines as the manhunt for the attackers intensifies. The hundreds of residents in Bekwara local government area of Cross River State have benefited from a massive free hepatitis B screening and vaccination exercise. The initiative, organized by the City Boy movement in collaboration with the Bekwara Hepatitis B Support and Advocacy Initiative, aims to tackle the high prevalence of the viral infection in the Northern Senatorial District. Residents from all 10 wards converged on the council headquarters to access life-saving medical services at no cost. The program was officially flagged off by Dr. Martha Agba, the Onye Iritem 1 of Bekwara. She emphasized that the intervention is a direct response to the silent killer status of hepatitis B, which often goes undetected until liver damage occurs. Dr. Agba noted that the outreach aligns with the renewed hope agenda of the federal government and the health policies of Governor Bassi Otu, ensuring that rural communities are not left behind in the quest for universal health coverage. Beyond the screening, those who tested negative received their first dose of hepatitis B vaccine, with those found positive were linked to specialized care. In a surprise addition to the health mission, the organizers also awarded a full scholarship to a local student, Master Akwaji Boniface, covering his education through secondary school. Local leaders have praised the exercise as a historic milestone for Bekwara, calling for more private sector partnerships to sustain the fight against viral hepatitis. And out to Rivers State, because the governor, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, has officially sworn in Dr. Dagogo Wokoma as the new secretary to the state government and Barrister Sonny Ewule as his chief of staff. The ceremony, held Thursday at the Executive Council chambers in Port Harcourt, follows a strategic administrative shake-up. Wokoma, a distinguished academic and mathematician, replaces Dr. Benibo Anabraba, while Ewule takes over the chief of staff role from the governor's longtime ally, Edison Ehie. The governor did not mince words during the charge, explicitly warning the new appointees against engaging in nocturnal meetings or unauthorized political gatherings. Governor Fubara emphasized that these roles are for service and administrative efficiency, not for building personal political structures or grandstanding. He stated clearly that any act of disloyalty or conduct capable of embarrassing the government would result in immediate dismissal. Now, observants view the appointment of Dr. Wokoma, a non-partisan scholar, as a shift toward a more technocratic governance style amidst the state's lingering political tensions. The governor urged the DOE to prioritize the blue economy and infrastructure goals of his administration. With the new team in place, the government house looks to move past recent distractions and focus on the 2026 development roadmap. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, Metro Updates continues. Stay with us.
Welcome to Dursag Engineering and Services Limited, a trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and fabrication works. Specialized procurement and supply. Operations and maintenance services. And integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and fabrication works. Specialized procurement and supply. Operations and maintenance services. And integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and fabrication works. Specialized procurement and supply. Operations and maintenance services. And integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to
The Rivers State Police Command has moved swiftly to douse tensions following fresh unrest reported in specific quarters of Port Harcourt. In a strategic stakeholders meeting held earlier today, the Commissioner of Police, Adepoju Olugbenga Adewole, met with the leadership of the Hausa community and Northern traditional rulers. The meeting aimed to address the friction arising from recent localized clashes and to prevent any escalation into wider community conflict. Now, security has been significantly beefed up in areas like Mile 3, Elenlowo, and parts of the Port Harcourt City local government area. The unrest, which reportedly began as a dispute between individuals, threatened to take on a communal color before the police intervened. CP Olugbenga reassured the leaders that the command is committed to neutral and firm policing, warning that anyone found weaponizing ethnic sentiments to cause chaos will face the full weight of the law. Speaking on behalf of the Northern community, the Sariki Hausawa of Port Harcourt urged youths to remain law-abiding and shun fake news circulating on social media. He emphasized that the Hausa community has enjoyed a long-standing peaceful relationship with their hosts and will cooperate fully with the police to fish out criminal elements. As of yesterday, joint patrol of police and community vigilantes have commenced to ensure a peaceful weekend for all residents. Now, the political landscape of the Northeast has been fundamentally reshaped today as the governor of Adamawa State, Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, officially announced his defection from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC. In a live statewide broadcast earlier today, Governor Fintiri ended months of speculation, declaring that his decision was made to align with Adamawa with the mainstream of national politics. The governor is not moving alone. He confirmed that his entire state cabinet, elected local government chairman, and several party executives have joined him in the transition. This follows Wednesday's dramatic move where the Speaker of the Adamawa House of Assembly, Wesley Batia, led 14 other lawmakers to resign from the PDP, citing the lingering crisis within the opposition party's national leadership. Governor Fintiri described the move as a strategic recalibration aimed at leveraging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda for the benefit of Adamawa people. He emphasized that this alignment would attract greater federal investment in infrastructure, housing, and social welfare. With Fintiri's exit, the PDP is now left with only 3 governors nationwide, while the APC's control expands to 30 states. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, NAFDAC, has intensified its war against merchants of death with a series of massive raids across the country. In the latest operation in February 2026, The agency uncovered a sophisticated network of warehouses in Lagos storing counterfeit and banned medicines worth over 3 billion naira. The crackdown comes as Nigeria faces an unprecedented surge in falsified life-saving medications. Investigators revealed a chilling trend of concealment. Now, in a recent bust at Ilasa Oshodi, officials intercepted hundreds of cartons of counterfeit Malamal Forte malaria drugs valued at 1.2 billion naira. The illicit cargo was illegally imported from China and falsely declared as vehicle spare parts. NAFDAC Director General Professor Mojisola Adeyeye warned that these products often contain zero active ingredients or toxic fillers, directly contributing to preventable deaths in vulnerable populations. The scale of the siege is staggering, no doubt about that. Following recent enforcement in the major open drug markets of Idumota, Aba and Onitsha, NAFDAC has moved to destroy seized goods worth over 100 billion naira. The agency has also issued a public alert regarding falsified Tavanic tablets found in circulation. Citizens are urged to use the Mobile Authentication Service (MAS) and to purchase medicines only from licensed pharmacies to avoid falling victim to this lead trade. We go on a quick break. When we return, Metro Update continues. Stay with us.
SAG Engineering and Services Limited, a trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and fabrication works. Specialized procurement and supply. Operations and maintenance services. And integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, a trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and fabrication works. Specialized procurement and supply. Operations and maintenance services. And integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel, engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works, construction and fabrication works, specialized procurement and supply, operations and maintenance services, and integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel, engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works, construction and fabrication works, specialized procurement and supply, operations and maintenance services, and integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At DERSAG Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions. Welcome to DERSAG Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At DERSAG, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel. Engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works. Construction and
All right, welcome back, and in continuation of Metro Update, we'll go back and take the story of the appointment made by the Rivers State Governor. Sir Similaye Fubara has officially sworn in Dr. Dagogo Wakoma as the new secretary to the state government and Barrister Sonny Ewule as his chief of staff. The ceremony, held on Thursday, February 26th at the Executive Council Chambers in Port Harcourt, follows a strategic administrative shake-up. Wakoma, a distinguished academic and mathematician, replaces Dr. Benibo Anabraba, while Ewule takes over the chief of staff role from the governor's long-term ally, Edison Ehia. The governor did not mince words during the charge, explicitly warning the new appointees against engaging in nocturnal meetings or unauthorized political gatherings. Governor Fubara emphasized that these roles are for service and administrative efficiency, not for building personal political structures or grandstanding. He stated clearly that any act of disloyalty or conduct capable of embarrassing the government would result in immediate dismissal.
For the Chief of Staff for Government House, you're working under me. This position, you're my personal aide. It's not a position that, as you're living here now, you start holding meeting, calling people without my permission. Let me sound it here very clear. Your activity is to make sure that administratively, image making, liaising with whoever is coming for every official assignment here is handled perfectly well. If you involve yourself in nocturnal meeting and all those things, I will sack you. I'm very serious. What is important to me today is peace, progress, and prosperity of this state. It is important to me. I am not going to compromise anything for it. I believe that for those of you who have worked with me closely, you should understand that I don't say what I will not do. Maybe before, a few things might have gone wrong because of my not being very, very observant. Or maybe, let's say, I wouldn't say I was careless, but just let everything go. This time I'm not letting anything go. I'm watching everyone. Any step that will bring any form of embarrassment to this government or to my person, I assure you, will meet adequate punishment for it. It's a day of joy. Dagogo, I'm happy for you.
Now, observers view the appointment of Dr. Wakoma, a non-partisan scholar, as a shift toward a more technocratic governance style amidst the state's lingering political tensions. The governor urged the duo to prioritize the blue economy and infrastructure goals of his administration. With the new team in place, the government house looks to move past recent distractions and focus on the 2026 development roadmap. And now to business news. It is a landmark day for the Nigerian corporate world as Transnational Corporation PLC, also known as Transcorp Group, announced its audited results for the 2025 financial year. In what analysts are calling a powerhouse performance, the conglomerate has officially crossed the 1 trillion naira mark in total assets. This historic milestone is accompanied by a massive 44% surge in profit after tax, which soared to 135.9 billion naira. The group's revenue grew by a robust 33%, reaching 544 billion naira. This growth was largely powered by its energy and hospitality subsidiaries. Transcorp Power and Transalpha Power saw revenues climb 38% due to improved generation capacity, while Transcorp Hotels PLC, the crown jewel of Nigeria's hospitality sector, posted record revenues of over 97 billion naira, driven by high demand for its premium services and the newly launched 5,000-seat Transcorp Center in Abuja. Now, Chairman Tony Elumelu described the results as decisive, attributing the success to a disciplined, diversified strategy and a firm belief in Nigeria's long-term potential. Shareholders also have reasons to smile as the group has proposed a final dividend of 1.60 naira per share, which, combined with the earlier interim payout, brings the total 2025 dividend to 2 naira per share. This financial strength, coupled with a 15% reduction in total borrowings, positions Transcorp as a titan of stability in the African market. Nigeria has hit a massive jackpot in its quest for total digital sovereignty. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, announced today that the federal government has secured a fresh 170.6 billion naira investment to supercharge the nation's fiber optic connectivity. This funding, a mix of loans and grants from European partners, marks the final piece of the puzzle for the ambitious Project Bridge initiative. The investment breakdown is a strategic masterstroke: $100 million from the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, EBRD, and a 22 million euro grant from the European Union. This joins the $500 million already committed by the World Bank to deploy 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable, expanding Nigeria's digital backbone from 35,000 to a staggering 125,000 kilometers. This will directly link over 38,000 schools, 16,000 health facilities, and every single local government area office across the Federation. Beyond just laying cables, this project is designed to make the internet cheaper and faster for the average Nigerian. Managed through a private sector-led special purpose vehicle, the network will be an open access wholesale system, allowing smaller ISPs to compete fairly. Experts predict this move will contribute 1.5% boost to Nigeria's GDP per capita, proving that in the 2026 economy, connectivity is not a luxury, it is the very engine of growth. Away from that, now to world news. A dangerous new front has opened in Central Asia as Pakistan launched massive overnight airstrikes on major Afghan cities, including the capital Kabul and the Taliban stronghold of Kandahar. This marks a first time Islamabad has directly targeted Taliban government installations rather than militant hideouts. In a blistering statement, Pakistan's defense minister has officially declared the situation an open war, signaling a total collapse of diplomatic ties between the nuclear-armed nation and its neighbor. Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Mohammad Asif stated that his country's cup of patience has overflowed, accusing the Taliban of exporting terrorism and turning Afghanistan into a hostile proxy. This Operation Ghazab Lil Haq, or Wrath of Justice, was launched following deadly border clashes on Thursday. While Pakistan claims to have killed over 130 Taliban fighters and destroyed 27 posts, the Taliban government has countered, claiming they killed dozens of Pakistani soldiers and seized multiple border installations in retaliation. The Taliban's Ministry of Defense has condemned the strikes as a blatant violation of territorial integrity, with reports emerging of Afghan retaliatory strikes hitting targets as far as Islamabad and Abbottabad. International powers, including Russia and Iran, have called for an immediate ceasefire, while the United Nations warns of a catastrophic humanitarian fallout during the holy month of Ramadan. With fighter jets still reported over Afghanistan's space, the region stands on the precipice of a full-scale, protracted conflict. Now, in a moment of unprecedented legal history, former President Bill Clinton is currently giving private testimony to members of the House Oversight Committee. The deposition taking place today, February 27, 2026, in Chappaqua, New York, marks the first time a former U.S. president has been compelled by subpoena to testify before Congress. Now, lawmakers are seeking clarity on Clinton's long-documented association with the late financier Jeffrey Epstein. Committee Chairman James Comer stated that while the former president is not accused of criminal wrongdoing, he must answer questions regarding Epstein's involvement with the Clinton Global Initiative and the Clinton Foundation. This follows yesterday's marathon session with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who reportedly told news lawmakers she never met Epstein. Republicans are now pressing the former president on his multiple flights aboard Epstein's private jet in the early 2000s. Now, for his part, Bill Clinton has maintained he had no knowledge of Epstein's sex trafficking crimes and officially cut ties in 2005. He has criticized the closed-door nature of today's proceedings, calling for a public hearing to prevent partisan spin. While the testimony remains private for now, the committee is expected to release the full video and transcript in the coming days. As this battle of the subpoena intensifies, Democrats are already calling for Donald Trump to be the next person summoned before the panel. And now to sports news. Former Manchester United first-team coach Benny McCarthy has finally broken his silence on why the Red Devils failed to sign Nigerian superstar Victor Osimhen. Speaking to the BBC World Service today, February 27, 2026, McCarthy revealed that while the 27-year-old striker was the top of the list during his time at Old Trafford, a specific logistical hurdle forced the club to scratch his name off their recruitment board. Now, McCarthy, who is now the head coach of the Kenya national team, explained that the biennial African Cup of Nations AFCON was the deal breaker. He stated that if a club spent £100 million, roughly 185 billion naira, on a marquee player, they cannot afford to lose him for over a month in the middle of a crucial European season. This fear of a mid-season striker vacuum led United to pivot toward Rasmus Højlund in 2023 instead. Despite the snub, McCarthy showered praise on the former African Footballer of the Year, describing him as immune to the noise. He noted that Osimhen's tough upbringing in Lagos made him mentally prepared for the pressures of Old Trafford. While Manchester United fans will reflect on what might have been, Osimhen continues to dominate in Turkey, with Galatasaray proving that while the calendar may have stopped the move, his talent remains world-class. Still in sports, the road to Budapest has reached a fever pitch as the UEFA headquarters in Lyon. Today, the draw for the Champions League round of 16 delivered a series of box office matchups that will see Europe's elites clash in a matter of weeks. From a Club World Cup final rematch to the inevitable meeting of the competition's most successful modern rivals, the bracket is officially set for an explosive spring. Now, one of the most anticipated ties sees Chelsea drawn against the reigning European champions Paris Saint-Germain. The Blues, who finished 6th in the league phase, will be looking to replicate their dominant 3-0 victory over Luis Enrique's side from last summer's Club World Cup final. PSG, however, enter this round with momentum after surviving a bruising 5-4 aggregate battle against French side Monaco in the playoffs. In a pairing that feels like destiny, Real Madrid and Manchester City will face off in the knockouts for the 5th consecutive season. Despite finishing 9th in the league phase and needing a playoff win over Benfica to get there, Real Madrid remains the team nobody wants to draw. For Pep Guardiola, it is a familiar nightmare in the middle of a brutal March schedule that includes clashes with Arsenal and Newcastle in the EPL. The full list of fixtures includes a trip to St. James's Park for Barcelona and a testing tie for Arsenal against Bayern Leverkusen. Underdogs Bodo Glimt, fresh from shocking Inter Milan, will face Sporting CP. The first leg matches are scheduled for March 10th and 11th, with the second legs following a week later. It is time for the pretenders to step aside, and the giants are coming out to play. Well, good one coming in from the football angle in European club football, and of course, mouth-watering ties in those fixtures we just saw. And with our sports news, we come to the end of TVM's Metro Update. For more updates throughout the day, follow us on our digital platforms and stay tuned to TVM for trusted news and in-depth coverage. I remain yours sincerely, Fred O'Neill. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.
Sometimes I feel lonely when they'll turn the battle. Hey, yeah. I realize that you have a mystery of being faithful and never to fail. No matter what, I put my
In the midnight hour, the Lord will. Even when money fails, the Lord will not fail. No, the Lord will not fail.
Can't you see him moving everywhere? Can't you see the glory fill the temple? This temple, the angels sing, holy, holy to the Lamb of God. And he sings, join in one accord. Oh yeah, the member. Oh, very glad we have your name be done. We your people worship you, oh God. Do I have a witness in His presence this morning? Say, can't you see Him? Can't you see Him moving in? I can feel your presence everywhere. Can't you see your glory? Your glory, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, holy, holy to the Lamb of God. We your sons and daughters. Join in one accord. Oh very great. Father, we hail your name. We give you all the glory. We give you all the honor. We give you all the praise, God. We worship you. We worship you. Say, we give you all the glory. We give you all the honor. Yeah. Say, God, we your people. We worship you. Oh God. Lord, you are worthy. You are worthy, Jesus. Hey, I can feel your presence everywhere. Your glory's everywhere. Your glory's everywhere. Your blessings everywhere. I can feel you. I can feel you. I can feel you. You are worthy, Jesus. You are worthy. I can feel your glory. It is upon me. It is upon me. I can feel your glory. I can feel your anointing. I can feel your healing. We give you all the glory. nobody like you, Jesus. Oh, very good. Oh, very good. We're your people. Let's do one more time. One more time. Say, Jesus, we worship you, oh God. Come on, we're going to worship the name of the Lord.
Yes, Lord, we thank you because you are alive. And because you live with you. Thank you, Jesus.
Casting down my crowns before the living God. Casting down my crowns before the living God. I'm pouring out my own before the Holy One. I'm pouring out my own before the Holy One. Now I need you to just raise your hand and worship the King of Glory. Our God is great and greatly to be praised. There is none like him. Yes, our God is great. Thank you, Jesus. I'm casting down my crowns, pouring out my own. I'm pouring out my own. I say you are the living God. Yes, you are the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yes, Yahweh, the living God. Sing you are. Yes, you are. Yahweh. Yahweh. Lift it. Sing you are the living God. Sing you are. You are. If you have a prayer language, can you listen to the King of Kings? You are the living God. Yes, you are the living God. 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 Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Laying down my crowns. Laying down my fears. I don't have anyone but you, Lord. I'm laying down my doubts. I'm pouring out my own before everyone. Can we raise it? Just the voices. You are, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I need you to raise it. You are the living God. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sing Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh. Yahweh. Sing Yahweh one more time. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God.
the saints join, crying, sing. We fall and cry to the one who was, who is, and is to come. Is my life, my own. Just about the angels. Oh, this is my song to you.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Are you ready? 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 Hey, my God. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor. What's up for night, the sweet pass? What's up for night, with my people? What's up for night, you can come down. What's up for night, the sweet pass? Say, what's up for night, the sweet pass? What's up for night, the sweet pass? What's up for? Receive a song. You say, Jesus, you too much. What you've done in my life? What you've done in my life, I can't see my Jesus. Jesus, you too much. Jesus, you too much. I don't know what's a lose, I don't know what's a lose. When I think of Jesus. When I think of where you brought me from, oh Jesus. Jump, 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 jump.
We're gonna kick up some good praise and heat. Everybody, let me hear you scream. Are you ready? Let me just see you. Who does this together? Jesus, you grooves on. Don't get tired. Everybody, let me see you. Everybody, let me see you. Everybody, let me see you. Gaga, everybody, gaga.
Welcome to Dursag Engineering and Services Limited. A trusted name in the oil and gas industry, proudly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission since the year 2000. We hold several specialized permits with the Department of Petroleum Resources, are accredited with service and product codes by NIPEX, certified by Dun & Bradstreet, and proudly ISO 9001:2015 certified. Our head office is strategically located at 43 Airport Road, Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. At Dursag, our areas of expertise cut across critical sectors, including manpower sourcing and supply, both local and highly trained expatriate personnel, engineering services across civil, electrical, instrumentation, and mechanical works, construction and fabrication works, specialized procurement and supply, operations and maintenance services, and integrated marine services, delivering supply boats, crew boats, tugboats, barges, houseboats, and speed boats. We are proud partners to some of the industry's leading players, including NNPC and its subsidiaries, Seplat Petroleum, First Hydrocarbon Nigeria Limited, ND Western, Saipem Contracting Nigeria Limited, and Lee Engineering and Construction, among others. Over the years, we have successfully executed manpower, EPC, and marine support projects with a strong record of excellence. At Dursag Engineering, we are committed to quality, safety, and timely delivery, ensuring that every project meets and exceeds expectations. Dursag Engineering and Services Limited, your trusted partner in delivering world-class engineering and energy solutions.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of On the Couch. With me, I have two amazing ladies. I have with me Sandra Ojieze and I have Mrs. Irene Archibong. Hi ladies.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You look good. All right, guys. So today we'll be having more like a part 2 of one of our episodes where we talked about friendships, virtues of friendships. Still on virtues of friendships, we want to talk more on friendship because we never can get enough of friendships. No man is an island, and so we have to interact with 1 or 2 persons, and along the way of life, we get acquainted and very close to 1 person, 2 persons, 3 persons, or more. So, welcome. On that note, I welcome you to On the Couch session with your homegirl, Mara Samuels, and these my amazing ladies.
Hello.
On the Couch is a cozy conversational corner where we get to discuss matters arising, matters disturbing you, matters in politics, marriage, friendships, like today's episode, religion, and all walks of life. We discuss everything and anything that needs to be discussed. So we urge you to send us a comment, send us a message on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know what you think on the topics that we will be discussing. Share our comments, share our content, like, subscribe, follow us so that you can get enough of this juicy content and more on our pages. And we will be glad to hear from you. On the couch is open for sponsorships, and you can send in your adverts so we can do business with you together. All right, let's delve right into it. So, Mrs. Irene, what is friendship for you? When you call somebody your friend, what does it mean?
Okay. For me to call someone my friend, it means that person holds a special place in my heart. Obviously, because you or he or she must have done something relevant or is doing something relevant, because friendship is a continuous thing. Doing something relevant that affects me and that makes me happy, because I feel a friend in need
A friend
is a friend indeed. So
yeah,
that's
that's
friendship for me.
friendship. And for you, Sandra, who is a friend to you?
A friend is someone I can rely on in good times, in bad times. Somebody that I
Through
can
thick and
trust.
thin.
Exactly. Somebody I can call on to when time is bad or anything like that.
Interesting. So, our amazing listeners and viewers, who is a friend to you? We would love to know who a friend is to you. Right in the comment section. Drop what's your definition of who a friend is in our comment section. All right, today we have we have we have a story we have a random anonymous story. The person doesn't want to be revealed, so we'll just read the story. I'll read it to my ladies, and I'd love to know what your reaction is on the comment section. So, ladies, the story goes thus. The story goes thus.
Okay.
So this lady said, I had a friend for 10 plus years. The news came that I had a few years to live. She said she didn't want to sit next to me when I'm dying, that it would be too hard for her. I grieved the friendship. She did not end it nicely. She refused to talk in person, even though I asked her more than twice. Sandra. Sandra.
Why are you not my friend if you don't want to go?
It's the fact that she said she put I had a friend. So she had a friend.
Yes.
Because she actually thought that person was her friend.
But maybe it was too difficult for the friend to actually see her die. Maybe that's why she didn't want to be there.
Then you're not my friend.
No, see, there are some people that can't take, losing their friend or losing their partner or losing their loved ones. So they prefer to give. They actually prefer to
go far. When I expect you as my friend,
they prefer to leave the person alone. Then they can be on their own, so that they will not get to feel the grief or remember the person, and then
it's going to be worse. If you leave me to die, or if you leave the person, God forbid, not me. If you leave the person in question to die, and you say you're the person's friend, how are you now the person's friend? When you expect, at least you should give the person the honors of being there in their last days.
But I still disagree, because I feel like not everybody wants to.
So the person will not keep contact with the person at all.
Yes, she said
that she didn't want to sit next. Her reason was that she didn't want to sit next to her supposed friend when she dies and watch her die.
Next to the person. She cannot call the person on words. I don't understand.
Like, she didn't want to keep in contact. She did not want to. She didn't
want to miss her friend when her friend has gone.
You're still not going to miss the person regardless, because whether you feel the person or not,
it's harder for people to move on when they see somebody die. Like when they somebody who died.
So for you, walking away is better.
Yeah, I feel.
Irene is saying there are two things to this.
Okay.
It might be that the person doesn't want to be there when
person dies. Yeah.
Then there are some people like that will just say that I beg, this person is already off. It's off.
I want to move
Then
on.
you,
I want to
then
forget.
you were never my friend.
Exactly.
But that's how it is,
So
obviously.
the one that said that I don't want to be there, maybe this is an emotion.
Your person, that's where I'm coming
So
from.
I'm seeing it from
That's
your
where I'm coming from,
perspective.
yes.
But to me, suppose they there. I don't understand.
That's why you are my friend. If you cannot be there,
Yeah, because it's the last right for the person.
exactly. Because the person's last days, you're supposed to be there to, support. It could be cancer, it could be whatever kind of sickness that they must have told the
Yes.
person you have few days to live, and then I say, beg you, you no longer want to be friends with the person.
You have to break it to the person that is even dead.
That can actually even kill the person faster.
Instantly.
Because the person that is supposed to be my friend stay with me. Do you know what if the husband or the children or the family is not close by to cater for that person, and then you're not telling me that, oh no, I cannot be there. Anyway, let's go further in the story.
Oh, there's more.
That's the end of the story.
No. So now this person, the sick person, somehow she did not die when she was supposed to die, or when she was told that she would die.
Okay.
Right? And then she now reported, or she now told another of. So apparently there are 3 best friends, right? So she now told another of their friend, who happens to be best friend to the other person now.
Okay.
So now she told another best friend, who is now our shared best friend, who does not pick a side and is still best friends with both of us, right? She says, I'm right to be angry, and the friend who dumped me is wrong for behaving like this. But she's still best friends with her.
When the other best friend is still best friends with the person. The person that left that.
So now let's do it like this. Friend A and friend B. Friend A is the sick one. Okay. Friend B is the one that says she cannot be with friend A. Right? Yeah. Now friend C is the best friend to friend A and friend B. Now friend A, who is sick, now reports or tells whatever has happened to friend C now. Friend C, who is best friends to the both of them, does not pick side, and now tells friend A, oh well, friend B has misbehaved. That's how she is. But she still continues the friendship with friend B.
Because she and friend B didn't have any issue, obviously. She and friend B didn't have any. Yeah. Doesn't. So no, to me. No. I feel okay. Friend A, friend B, and friend C, right?
Yeah.
So now friend C and friend B obviously didn't have any issue.
Yeah.
Friend C wasn't the one dying.
Yeah. Friend A that
was dying. So she can obviously continue to be her friend because life goes on. They didn't quarrel. They didn't have any issue. They didn't have any issues.
But it's friend A somehow.
It's friend A that has the issue with friend B.
Is going. I feel like. Let me just quiet.
No. You feel like, well, let's hear what you have to say.
I feel like friend C doesn't want to be with you.
Yes, friend C obviously doesn't want to be in the middle.
Want to be like, okay, I'll choose on this one.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it
neutral, yeah.
Neutral and everything. That's why she just had to say that.
She has to just let the friendship go.
But if you are friend A, how would you feel? That friend C is still friends with friend B. Is still friends with friend B that's left you on your dying bed.
Friend C is the person that was with me in my dying bed. Oh, God forbid.
Yeah.
Friend C was the person that was with me. I will still be friends with the person. The person has a reason why she said that. So I won't judge from that. Okay, you are friends with this person, so I will not be friends with you. Why now?
It's very, very simple.
So it depends.
Friends, so between your Satya and their friends.
It depends on what.
This reply that she gave is kind of like she's trying to say, okay, I don't want this. But there are some people that will give that kind of like when they go back to the people, they will say, that's what she said though. You didn't mind now. Kind of things.
Yeah, so it could be that friend C could be a two-faced friend as well.
Possible that friend C they took.
That's the problem with.
She wants to please friend A. She also wants to please friend B.
That's the problem with three friendships.
It's always
another thing is that okay now she's trying to please this one, she's trying to please this one. That means she's not that kind of person that will tell friend B that what you did is bad.
No, she said that the story did not say so though. The story did not say that friend C rebuked friend B for doing what she did to friend A. The story says that friend C told friend A, who's on the sick bed, that what friend B did is bad. So just ignore. What friend B did is bad.
Maybe she wants to keep the peace. She just wants to keep the peace.
You know what it means?
It's hard to.
They've been for over 10 years plus.
Is it possible that friend A and friend B actually, in every 3 friendships, there are
one is
always closer than the other. That friend A and friend B are closer. Me too.
I was coming to that. What's your take on three friendships?
There's somebody that's always in the middle. They call them Duffy, DUFF. Just a fat friend. That person is always in the middle. Or the person is not always as close as the other two, and it's not nice.
And it's mostly those two that are close that will start getting like arguments.
That's and goes.
And then you now see the dog person now in the middle.
You see what this person did.
The person now be the middle man, not settling this and settling this. Let's go forward. The story has more branches.
That's why I said that I don't.
It does not change anything. It said, my ex-friend now, that's friend A now, my ex-friend does not say anything when she sees me at a party, or she does not.
Who is saying this now? Is it friend A that is saying it?
No, yes, friend A. Friend A is saying friend B.
Okay.
Say friend B does not see anything wrong with what she has done. Okay. She does not say anything to her, does not say hi, does not say hello to her.
She's never explained it.
She just cut off communications with her while on her sick bed.
Yeah, she gave reason now.
That the friend that left her on sick bed was actually praying for her to die. Because friendships these days, I'm not understanding.
It's not like as if your friend didn't die. You're not happy that your friend didn't die. You're wait. Instead, you are ignoring your friend when you see your so-called friend.
So why are you my friend? Why do we still have this friend thing? Why do you have that friend?
I think that friend should not be described here. They are not friends.
So that means you are not my friend though, because for you to behave like that, first of all, for you to behave like that to me. No, to the person.
Yeah.
You get like you will see her in the party. Even the first
you won't say hi. You won't say hello.
Up from bed, like you know in the sick
there should be this happiness inside you that your friend is not going to die.
From if you listen to what I read, she said she refused to talk in person, even though I asked her more than twice. So that means she ended the friendship over a text or on call, on phone. She did not come, like it wasn't a physical.
Oh, then this is not coming from her being emotional.
Exactly. Do you understand? So there is more to this. There's more to this because you cannot tell me that you've been my friend. You are not just my friend. You're now my sister.
Yeah.
For more than 10 years plus.
Yeah. So you actually the friend B wanted her to die.
That was what I said.
A very serious quarrel. And I feel the quarrel increased. Maybe something happened, something drastic happened, and she wants her to die.
I feel that there was no quarrel because for friend A to not be asking her, why now?
Yeah.
At least you would have said that.
Exactly. If there was a quarrel, if there was a quarrel or any rift, maybe friend A would have gotten that. Oh, it's because what happened. That's why.
But you didn't talk. So
more than twice, and then you didn't say any need to say. Okay, just even give an excuse.
I'm
too emotional to watch you die, or I want to relocate, or something.
It's far from this situation.
Do you understand?
So if
being emotional is very far from the situation. So like she said, she once had a friend.
Yeah,
I had a friend.
Never had that friend.
That friend, she never had it.
So now she is now saying my ex-friend does not say anything when she sees me at a party or anywhere, or she does not say anything. She does not say anything about what she's doing, and she does not say anything wrong with what she is doing. Is it wrong for me to feel disappointed? Am I asking too much of this friendship?
No, it's not wrong for you to feel disappointed. Before something comes up,
oh my God, I'm so
emotional. I feel so bad for friend A.
Honestly, I feel
so bad for her.
sad.
She doesn't really have a good friend.
People see people because I would
She doesn't even have a good friend. That is it.
exactly at
She
this
doesn't have a good
point
friend.
because even type C,
Friend C.
even friend C is she's neither here nor
Yeah,
there
she's
for me.
wavy.
From the description,
Yeah.
it could be that friend C is a genuine and honest friend.
Okay.
She doesn't want to pick sides like
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah.
It could be that friend C is not the backbiting type.
Mhm.
She's not talking behind this one and talking behind
Yeah,
this one.
fine.
It could be that friend C is actually trying to maintain the cordiality and the sanity in the friendship,
Yeah.
right? It could also be that friend C is the backbiting type.
Yes, yes.
She's the one causing problem here and causing problem here, and then she's in the middle waiting for them to call her. Because this is do you understand? Because there are some people like that that enjoy such a thing. So that brings us to our daily life, now our everyday life. What is your take on three people friendships?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So
I don't pray to be the middleman. Friendship. I don't pray for that. So that's why I don't like it.
Do you feel like the people that are the middlemen, sorry to cut you short, Shanda, the people that are the middlemen, sorry, the people that are the duff, do you feel like they know that they are the duff?
Yes, they know. They know.
They'll be like,
like
why is this?
But I like this one. I like this one.
I know. I will exceed that friendship.
Well, if you see that two people are very close, you leave them to their friendship. You just be friends with them. If they come with their talk and say, this is what this person did, this is what this person, I say, you should go and settle yourself now.
Because no, that's where the sense of entitlement now comes. Because if I bring my problem with Irene to you and you tell me, anything you can say, I'll look at you in a certain type of way. Do you understand?
See, some people say that you should go and settle yourself because of the way maybe they have had a lot of arguments, and maybe if she tries to settle them, they will not put her. They will say that you are the one wrong. Or they will not be fighting her.
They will not give her head
exactly. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's better that you just say, you should go and settle yourself now. I beg. I don't want to.
But a good friend is supposed to settle
her friend.
You settle them, but there are some friends that you know that they are like that. So you just have to
just give them space.
Before they'll put you in the middle, they'll not say, they'll say, why will you even talk before? They call you before. That's the pussy.
I think they'll use your head and settle.
Yes, you understand. They'll not settle and say, I don't mind. That time we had issues, it was not someone that came and said that you did it, you did that, you did this.
You get when they not settle, they'll say, that's what Sandra said. You're very wrong with that person. You said it so that was wrong.
Yeah. Unknowingly, I'll not start having me. I will have personal beef with you. She will have personal beef with you based on what I told her that you told me.
God.
That's a backbiter, sorry.
Okay, so do you have I'm very sure we all have friends that will have friendships above 10 years plus.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how would you feel if your friends from 10 years plus does such a thing to you?
I'll feel bad.
How would you handle the situation? Because that's what she's asking. Is she asking for too much in this friendship? How would you feel?
She's not asking for too much. She just actually said the wrong that you did. You are wrong. So you're supposed to call her and say, okay, this is what I did. I know I'm wrong. I'm sorry. She's even giving way for them to even come back together or maybe settle their differences. But friend B is that I don't know whether it's pride or what.
She's obviously done with the friendship.
I don't care.
She doesn't want to be that friend.
She doesn't want the friendship anymore.
So I beg.
You definitely feel bad. You definitely feel bad.
You
definitely feel bad. Like I'll definitely feel bad. Although I know my friends, I know the kind of friends I have in my circle. Charlie once for like 10 years, 15 years plus. She will not try that to me. They will not try that to me.
No, you cannot trust. You can't trust.
Something is going down.
Something is going down.
Sick bed. No, on the person's sick bed. No, something is going to go down. No, you can't do that.
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down. That friendship, I'm going to dig it. I'm going to dig it together. For my friend.
That happened.
So you can fight for a genuine friendship.
Yes, I can.
Me, I'm not kind of person like maybe if the person now comes back, maybe you're now okay. I'll message you. I'll ask you like, no, I'm like that. I'll ask you, I'll say what happened, like why. But if you didn't have any very valid reason, okay, I leave you. I will not block you. This is my status. You don't get to get your time. Just leave you for this.
Peace for peace.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So from the two ladies, your advice to what would be your advice to this lady?
Just move on. Move on with your life.
Move on. Telling me to move on with my life is like telling me to move on from this crash.
10 years.
10 years friendship. 10 years plus. So it could be 15, it could be 17 years.
Should I tell her that she should go and settle with the friend B? The friend B is not ready to settle.
Friend B is obviously done with the friendship.
It's better off that you just
let go.
Let go. It's hard. It's very hard. But you just have to let
it's as much as saying you're losing a sister.
Yeah.
Your sister says she does not feel your sister anymore.
Your blood.
Where do I start from? Where do I you are literally my best person.
Yeah.
You literally have all my secrets. You literally have everything about me.
Friend A will try recover
from my life. What remaining?
My whole life now.
Friend A will try recover from me.
Honestly, like when you don't want me to die, you don't want me to live and testify of God's goodness.
I pray that that friend C should just definitely change. Leave friend B, sorry.
Friend B now.
Please just leave that act and just turn a new leaf because it's going to be very, very hard for friend A to move on. It's going to be very hard. Honestly speaking, it's going to be very, very hard for friend A to move on. She can't just easily move on like that.
That's why she
They've
was
had experiences
and asking her what's happened. Because it's heartbreaking that the sister is leaving me.
Yeah.
What did I do? At least tell me. So at least I will know.
Is it because friend A was sick?
But it's not for them to solve the issue.
Like not this pretend.
Yeah.
You can pretend like
to be sick.
To be sick.
Yeah.
Just to see the true character of
the person. And for the other hand, friend B too can still be a pretender.
Yes.
Like from day one, she
for 10 years.
Yeah. No, but I don't think
for 10 years, for 12 years.
Some friendships are actually beneficial. Friend B could have been there to just benefiting from friend A.
That's why I say that.
And then maybe let's just paint a case study or a scenario now. Maybe friend B saw now that she couldn't get, or she will not be able to get the things that she used to get from friend A. Maybe friend A used to be the traveling type, the flamboyant spender and all of that. And then now she's on her sick bed. What will I now be doing with someone on her sick bed? So no more trips, no more travels, no more flamboyant lifestyles again. No more Chanel, no more Gucci, no more clubbing, no more beach trips and all of that. So it's best I end the friendship. But that says a lot. That says a lot.
10 years.
I'm asking you, Irene, that says she has friends for 10 years, but they will not. They dare not. Are you sure? Can she vouch for?
I can vouch for my friends. I don't really have much friends though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I know my friends in my circle. I have friends too. I have friends since 2015. Adikali, how many years is that now?
That's 11 years now. This is 2026.
Okay, and I know what she can do for me. She can't do that. No, she can't do that.
Wow. Get you a friend like Irene. Get you a friend like Irene's friend, because to actually boast of a friend like this outside, that person must be a really good person. And I hope that if you're watching us, ma'am, is it a lady?
Yeah.
If you're watching us, ma'am, we give you your flowers, right? We give you your flowers. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to be a good friend. It's another thing to have a good friend. Friend A might not have been a good friend to friend B. Let's look at it from that angle.
Yeah, that's true.
Friend A might not have been a good friend to friend B. Friend B might not have been a good friend to friend A, because that's the angle we are all seeing it from. That friend B was not a good friend to friend A. But now let's also look at it from this other angle. Friend A might have not been a good person or a good friend, a good person to friend B. But friend B loved her regardless because they are friends. They've been friends for 10 years plus. So if you are in friend B's position now, let's put ourselves in friend B position now.
Never.
If you are in friend, if you are in friend B's position, your friend who you know has bad character, irritating, disgusting character, but you love her regardless, and now she's on a sick bed. God forbid, she's on a sick bed, she's on a dying bed, and she tells you this. How would you handle it? I know that this person has a rotten character. How would you handle it?
I will still take care of her.
You will?
Yes.
Why can't you just love her regardless? You've been loving her for 10 years.
You've been loving her for 10 years.
10 years plus. Let's not forget that platform, very important.
So why is it that it's still bad from why is it that it's when she's lying on her sick?
That you remember all her sins against you.
Exactly. So that period that she needs you, even if she was wicked and everything, keep that aside and stay with her.
Well, you, Irene.
I would say the same. I would say the same because we've been friends for over 10 years. You've been loving this person.
10 years plus.
10 years plus.
Yeah, important.
You've been loving this person.
Because it's a specified number of years.
Over the person's bad characters and all, you still love this person, you still be with this person. So it's just few days or few years the person has to leave. They just be there.
And possibly be a good friend and just pray and
well, I feel like from there, so you can see tell her that you have been wicked.
Oh my God, you need to take
it. Joke.
We need to take a sip, guys. We need to take a sip, guys. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back from that really quick sip. We needed to do 1 or 2 sips here and there. We're still on the couch and we're still talking about friendships. What is friendship to you? Who is a friend to you? I have my amazing guest here with me, Sandra Ujeze, and I have Mrs. Irene.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Thank you so much, guys, for you want to monkey without me. I know that's right. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me, and thank you so much for watching to this point. If you're still watching, and we expect to see comments and your opinions on what you think and your opinions on or your definitions of who a friend is to you. Do you have friends do you have friendships of over 10 years plus? If you do, please, we would like to give a shout out to the person. First of all, let's also give a shout out to Mrs. Irene Achibong's friend. Do you mind giving a shout out to your friend?
Shout out to you, baby girl. You're gonna watch this show. I know. I'm gonna force you to. So shout out to you.
Your friend doesn't have name.
Shout out.
She'll
Shout
out to every amazing friend out there who's sticking by each other and who is keeping it real and staying as strong as 10 years plus. We've seen I've seen friendships online for over 50 years plus. I saw one during the weekend, and the woman was celebrating. It was an elderly woman. She was celebrating 80 years birthday, and the 2 ladies that we have friends from childhood.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
So that's about 70-something years of friendship.
That's beautiful.
It was so beautiful to watch. I was just grinning from ear to ear. I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. This is so sweet. We do not pray for backbiting friends. We do not pray for. But that brings us to this question, guys. Let's just discuss, right?
Okay.
Guys, what do you think of male and female friends? Can you be friends with a male or with a guy for over 10 years plus and not have anything?
Yes.
You can? Do you have a male friend for over 10 years plus? You do?
Yes.
And
We're not that close, Shabu.
oh, you're not that close. He's not your best friend. He's not someone you consider as your best friend.
Yes.
Do you?
I once had a best friend. That was a guy.
A guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we didn't really. What actually happened was when everybody went to different locations.
Okay.
You
During the course of life.
In the course of life. So it just
life happened.
Reduced the way we were talking to each other every day, and so yeah. I don't really think I can be a friend with a guy for over 10 years even now. No, I can't.
Is it because you're married?
Yes, that's why.
Oh, because you're married. So because you're married, does it stop you from
doesn't stop me
having
from
friends?
having male friends.
But you can have a friend that is just your friend.
Of course, she's married. What do you expect?
Also, how are you doing? Just check up on you once in a while.
So as a guy,
Yes,
obviously.
For 10 years.
But I mean having a best friend that is a
No,
guy.
no, the best friend.
I'm
not best friend as a guy.
It was fun, though. Having being friends with
So you're saying you cannot have a guy as a best friend for over 10 years plus.
I've not had a guy that is a best friend for over 10 years plus.
But you have a guy that you're very close to, not your boyfriend. You have a guy that you're very close to.
Yes.
Oh my God, I can comfortably have a guy as my best friend for as much as 20 years plus, and nothing will happen.
I see that it's boys that are very much more. How will I say it's girls? You know that girls will gossip. There's difference between a guy friend and
girlfriend. Yeah.
Yes. I don't understand.
You don't understand? Like you having a girlfriend, you know all those like
a female friend.
Female friend. You know all those kind of bitings and it is much.
Yeah, of course. Between two females.
But if it's a guy, you know they just say I beg. There's all those kind of things I don't get.
But some guys are so detailed though. Some guys will they're not woman rappers.
Oh my God.
It's like they'll bite you at your back.
Okay. At your back.
Yeah, that's why for me, that's why 98% of my friends are guys. Yes, I hardly keep female friends. If I have female friends, I'm not more than 5. Yes, but 98% of my friends are guys. Every corner I turn to, it's a guy. I mean, wondering. So if you are the judgmental type that say that, you say or you judge a girl that moves with so many guys and say, oh, she's sleeping around. I mean, go talk tired. You go to talk tired because every corner I turn like this is a guy. Every corner I turn like this is a guy. And then the way I will relate to the person, you think, these two have something in common. If it's like that means I have so many guy friends.
Your boyfriend is your best friend and your husband is your best friend.
Yeah.
No, her husband is her best friend. That's different. That's different from saying having a mutual or a cordial guy that you've been friends with for over 10 years. I have guys that I've been friends with for over 10 years plus. We still keep it going. We still communicate. We still talk. When one of them lost his mother, the mother's burial was the mother was not so old, so it was a mourning kind of burial. But it was like a reunion for us, for our clique, our friendship cycle. But it was massive. It was during the interment, right? No, the reception of the interment. After the interment, right? The burial party, If you saw his canopy with his friends, with all of us, his friends, you would think there was something else going on there. Because when guys are vibing, it's different from when girls are vibing. if you were there to see the it was so fun. The fun was mad. I was happy. I did not regret coming all the way from Lagos for that party. Because we all took ourselves as brothers and sisters, not brothers owning anybody, but we took ourselves as brothers and sisters. So it was like, one of our mother died, so let's go and lay her to rest. It was a carnival, guys. No, that party.
A party to remember.
Yes, when friends turn up. And for me to turn up for you, guy, you have to be a good friend. I will not turn up for you because we've been friends for over 10 years. If you're not a good person to me.
And over 10 years, you're not good.
Yes. For over 10 years, I cannot be in a friendship with someone that has not been good to me. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Why? When I can see that you're not a good person because I love you, why would I love you and you're not a good person to me? Like the story we discussed in this first segment is, no, I cannot have such friends, I beg. So that brings, okay.
You just have to, before you make friends, at least don't just say, my friend. My friend.
Label your relationships, label your friendships. I always do that.
Be that kind of person that if they see you, they'll know that this kind of person not the kind of, like, she doesn't make friends like that.
Let them call you proud, let them call you arrogant, let them call you whatever. You know your self-worth. You are protecting your space. You know what you want as a person. Don't just carry people around you and say, my friend, my friend. Oh, who's person? My friend.
No, you also even carry somebody that will add value to your life.
Let me put this out there. If as a person you do not have some friends that you can come together and do meaningful investments with, you do not have friends that you can discuss business with, you do not have persons that you can discuss stock exchange, you cannot discuss forex, you cannot discuss whatever meaningful businesses with, then you do not have friends.
You actually don't have a friend.
You don't have friends, so because
I will see your
there's some people that are sucking blood. They just be around you to just collect, take. You cannot be around me. You have to be impacting in my life, or you need to be impacting in your life. I cannot just be giving you and giving you and giving you, and you're just there to be receiving. Why is my friend? People just go to the motherless baby to let me know that I'm offering help. Anyways, you were saying something. Sorry to cut you.
What are you feeling like?
So what are you saying?
Okay, what was I saying? I said that if you are that kind of like me, that kind of person that I am on my own. If I want to stay on my own, I'll just stay on my own. I won't even talk to you or anything. If you come to me and say, that kind of somebody that wants to make friends with me, I won't make friends with you immediately.
You observe.
Yes, exactly. I will observe you before I will not label you as my friend. Before I will not say close friend. I don't have a best friend.
Okay.
I have only close friends.
I don't have a best friend either. I have people that are really close to my heart, but
especially when somebody will just come and say, you are this girl, you guys are close, you guys are best friends. I'm saying we are not best friends, so we are just
close friends.
and I do not really care if you want to be offended. I did not call you my best friend in that instance.
Did we label it for best friend? So why would
I don't have a best friend. Because if I want to label somebody my best friend, that means I'm going to have like 100 best friends. Though my circle is small, but the way I relate with people, the way I relate with my friends, you'll be wondering, so which of them is the best friend? Everybody's my best friend. If me being very close and being super helpful to somebody is me being that person's best friend. You know, it's one thing for me to be your friend and you are not my friend.
Yes.
And there's another thing for me to be your friend and you are my friend.
Yes.
So it's one thing for me to have you as my friend. I take you as my friend. But you do not take me as your friend. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if that's the case, that means there are so many things. Yeah.
That just came to my mind. Like I guess we're in school that time. So my friend was at my back. We're going to the IT school and write exam. One girl just came. She just pushed my friend. She pushed her. Then my friend was like saying, "What's your problem?" I don't know how I took the matter. I just carried it back in my head. I said, "It's what."
How we get to my friend?
Exactly.
How dare you?
My friend, I was there. She was like, "Calm down."
You down?
Oh my God!
I think like I was just giving her back to her. I said, "You did not see her here. Are you blind?"
That's a phone right there.
They just said, "What's happened to you?" I said, "Me not even know." It's because it was actually
Somebody else's fight.
They push.
You took somebody else's fight.
Yes, and somebody has told me that I like.
You like to pick up somebody's squirrel.
I always ask my own.
Oh my God!
Somebody that is quiet and everything, like observe, like just reserve and everything. But when it comes to all this quarrel and everything, I will not say, "Hey,
Don't do that. Don't do that to my friend. Yeah, so I cannot be somewhere and you're hurting my friend. We roar at you.
Yeah.
No, I don't support.
I said that will not even talk again. So she just say, calm down. Now she will calm me down.
in that situation, I'm the scenario. My friend will be the one fighting. Because that one she likes first clapping you on your head. Hey, my friend, I'm next one now.
I'm the scenario. Well, it also depends on the friend.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It depends on the friend.
That's why
I'm in a scenario where my friend is being oppressed, and I know that my friend is the quiet and calm type. That person don't buy kiss from my hand. That person don't buy kiss from my hand. But if that my friend now wearing, me be wearing. No.
I was talking about that girl. She's a laughing type, and she's still calm, but she still get quiz for her head. But she'll still calm and everything. If I say you're calm, if you still get quiz,
will not be the fire.
Or if you be all those kind of action, but I will say yes.
That brings us to this question now. Growing up, our parents, African parents, is very common with African parents, right? African parents, when they're their friends, or they're the children of their friends, or their friends' children, however we should put it, their friends' children, African parents tend to want to do this verbal betrothal. That's what it's called, right? Betrothal. My pikin will marry your pikin when they grow. My daughter will marry your son when they grow. My this will marry your dad when they grow. Why do African parents do that?
I don't really know. They feel like maybe because they know the family of the child. No, it's your friend's child now. They know the family. They know.
And some even go as far as actually, making sure that they get married. When I was in secondary school, I had a friend, Mine. She usually...
Yeah, I look at you when you said
Yes. She actually had a friend. She was always mentioning, my betrothed. That was when I even knew what the word was. I was like, what is betrothed? She said, she was always telling me, my betrothed. I'm like, what is betrothed?
Yeah, she also loves the guy.
That was when she now explained to me that when they were much younger, that her parents, the boy's parents came to do something on her head. I think that's what she said. Well, I think that's the dictionary. The dictionary also explains it. But what it was that the boy's parents came to, pay her bride price or something, or her betrothal price, something like that. That when they grow up, this boy was going to get married to the girl. It's been a while I heard from her. I've not heard from her since.
She actually got married.
I've not seen her. I need to know, to be honest. I need to look for her.
Actually. Very interesting.
And if you're watching this, Mine, please, I'd love to know.
Please, we'd love to know
if you eventually got married to your betrothed, because that was what brings me to
the way you are saying it, that she was actually mentioning
that was what made me to know the word. She made me know what betrothed is and betrothal.
That's what she was saying. My betrothed.
Yes, we're actually close. We're seatmates. We're seatmates in school. So if we just discuss anything, in secondary school, you have secondary school crush and all of that. If we just talk about anything, boy story, boy talk, my betrothed is. I'm like, what's betrothed? No, she was always putting it in her face like, we were not get betrothed.
This teenage mentality. That's a feeling as if me, am I okay? I don't have a betrothed.
African parents, why do you people do this? Why do you people,
they don't want their daughters, maybe they don't want their daughters to be session when you get to that time. They just
that boy will have brain, or you don't even know if the girl, you that have son that you want to go and betroth now. You don't know if the girl will have brain when they grow up. If the two of them will be compatible, you don't know if their blood type will be okay, if their genotype and all of that.
It's true now.
The blood group.
But I raise this factor. That's why
you just say, this one they must marry when they grow up.
Get married to an O negative and you're an O positive. Just to say
there's a problem.
all those things.
There's one though. That one, if you want to start bearing children, if your risk factor is negative and the other one is positive, it's a problem.
It's a big problem. So, let's also put this in consideration when we are betrothing our children to our friends' children, and because I really do not like that. I don't like that. My wife, hey, you don't see them calling. Go and meet your wife. Go and meet your wife. You see a small boy. You send the small boy. Go and meet your wife.
This is very common with the Fulanis and the Muslims. They actually
that one is more like their tradition.
Yeah, they actually do. Maybe that's what some friends are trying to do.
Like this our generation. I'm not sure it will be very long time
at all.
Yes, because this generation is not taking it lightly. This generation will not take it lightly at all.
Another way around. It's not that way.
As you are saying your own, they're telling you. Some parents even go as far as, some parents even go as far as making sure. We see it a lot in the movies. Some parents go as far as making sure that you must marry this person. Making sure that these two people marry.
What if the person that like fall in love
with someone else?
We always see it in the movies now.
Just a baby. The person is now getting like grow up and does not have sense. You see somebody that you like, and I say, okay, I'm just like, hey.
No, if somebody is betrothed, you cannot look for love elsewhere.
What if the person now?
Well, that's a family issue now. That's nothing to do with it. Anyways, guys, are you betrothed? Do you have a betrothed? As an African parent, please let's stop our mommies and daddies. Let's stop this act of using young age to betroth children to themselves, please. It's not really it doesn't go down well. Okay, guys, so we are all adults, right? But what do you think what would you say, or what's your reaction to when your African mothers usually when they call you and they start advising you to stay away from a particular friend? Oh, that friend will spoil you. That friend is not a good person.
Happened to me before in secondary school.
You are the gang leader. You are the worst friend, Seth.
It happened to me in secondary school.
What's the experience?
It was crazy because everybody felt, I don't want to mention her name here.
Yeah.
Everybody felt she was a demon. She likes noise. She was the demon of the class because one day she actually took all of us out of school premises. That's how, yes, it was so that bad. She actually took all of us out of the school premises and went to see one of the ex-copper that left the school in a bad way. We loved the copper, so all of us went to see the copper. Although it was my idea.
Oh, it was you. You better the idea, but she carried it out.
Let's go and see this man. I know the school he is now. Let's go and see him. She was like, oh, okay. She now started planning. I don't know how, the way some people are very good in planning all these things. She planned and then all of us gathered. She told her everything. We went there, came back. When it was that time, for us to be flogged, because we actually flogged. For us to be flogged. And then I asked, who better this idea that everybody should go and see this copper? This copper that I said it first.
Oh, she not pointed
at her. And then she was not
the bad egg that
from. That was the beginning of the problem. So later on, she started bringing about boys and, secondary school now, there's definitely boys and girls issue.
Yeah.
Our own was rampantly seen. Everybody was seeing it, gossiping and all. Although, me, I was in my own, though. I was in my own because it's fun. It's a school.
Yes. Like, we've all been there.
My mom was like, stay away from this girl.
Oh.
She's the one that is spoiling you.
Oh.
Stay away from this girl.
Oh, Chim.
I mean, the most they tell this girl what to do. Now you even as well be there. Like this.
You just said about yes.
But my ears later open, later cut me.
Oh, later cut you.
Cut me.
Oh, don't you sound a good God now. Don't you sound a good God now.
I'm the one that is spoiling everybody. I said, yes, I'm the one.
What do you do?
This one, you usually have this big character. You will not start feeling big. I receive flood in that
always
shine.
like that.
They feel like as if they are
Yes, because they just entered senior secondary now, so no
So I've
one
had
will
my
leave them.
fair share experience
You had your
of
fair
that
share.
thing, yeah.
Have you had your fair share, Sandra?
You
You not had your fair share. I have had.
Oh my God! I
I
like to hear your
have
story.
Oh, well, there are so many stories, so many stories, but to say a few, I've had so many reasons why my mom would tell me, stay away from this person. I don't like this girl's spirit. She, I don't like her.
Maybe why I did not have because I was in hostel.
Oh, okay. You went to a boarding school.
So if I was going to
in normal school,
or if you're going to like a day school,
yeah.
your mom would have known to
stay away because you know hostel and there's always something bad.
Well, you hear bad things about boarding school though, like it's always this toxic, it's always this street
and especially when they are doing extension.
I don't wish you to go to boarding school. I said, can you put me in a boarding school?
When I was in JSS, the things I saw, my mouth cannot say. But you just leave it like that.
Oh my God. Anyway, African parents, please do not feel that your children you have in the house, they are the good eggs, because they might be they are the ringleaders of whatever you think the other person is coming to spoil them. Don't come and tell them, oh no, I don't want to see with this person. They might be the one spoiling that other person. You know. So all right, that will be it. That will be it on this episode, guys. Thank you so much for those of us that have watched to this point. Thank you so much. And we hope to read your comments and to know where you're watching us from. On the Couch is open for sponsorships. Please send in your adverts, send in your comments. Let us know what your opinions are on this topic and other of our contents, because we have a lot of content for you to watch and follow us for. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this episode. I really appreciate it.
Nice being here.
Yeah. As always. Hi, guys. That will be it on the couch on this episode. We take a wrap. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Welcome to another edition of Money and Market. It is always exciting on this program because it is enlightening, it is educating. Today, we will look at something that affects you and I, and something that you and I are supposed to get involved, but oftentimes we look at this thing down. We don't take it seriously. And what am I referring to? Insurance. Insurance. We will look at insurance and its current state in Nigeria. Like I said, it's something that we often look down at, but we'll know the reason why we look down on this particular thing called insurance. And we'll also tell you the type of insurance and terminologies involved in the insurance topic as it is. Insurance, like I said, there are terminologies, so I'll break them down nicely so that everyone will get to understand, even those industry, those in the market, local market, they'll get to understand what insurance is all about and why we need insurance. But first off, let's get the meaning of insurance. Now, insurance is a financial agreement. There's got to be an agreement where you pay a certain amount of money so that you can be protected if anything goes wrong or something bad happens. Now, in insurance, there's got to be risks involved. There's got to be risk covered. There's got to be pooling of resources, that is bringing your money together. All right, and that's why we brought that definition as it is a financial agreement. You know, there's got to be an agreement where you pay a certain amount of money called premium. We'll talk about that. What is one of the terminologies I was referring to? Is, you know, where you bring this amount of money paid in a certain period of time regularly, and that is where, when anything goes wrong, that is where in court help comes from. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, so simply put, insurance means shared risk. Shared risk. For instance, many people contribute small amounts of money, you know, so that if anyone in that group of people now that come together to contribute this money, if anyone is hit by a loss, you know, there's definitely going to be some financial issues. I mean, that person will be financially ruined. For instance, if your shop burns down, if your car causes an accident, if the breadwinner dies. All right. So what insurance does in these instances, insurance steps in only, like I told you, like I said, we'll talk about it deeply, only if you are in that particular type of insurance, which we'll break down nicely very soon. Now, if you are covered about any of these instances I gave, like car accidents, your shop burnt, or the breadwinner of the house, you know, dies. If you are in any of these insurance policy, I'll break it down. If you are in any of these insurance policy, insurance will step in and do what it needs to do. So in Nigeria today, where accidents happen, prices of goods rise. You know, we've talked about this one in previous episodes. Businesses struggle, and life generally on its own is unpredictable. Insurance is no longer a luxury. You know, back then they used to say insurance is for the wealthy. Well, it is fast becoming a financial survival tool. You look at what is shown on the screen right now. We'll be looking at insurance then and insurance now. Let's look at how insurance was back then. It is seen as for the riches, for the rich people, insurance. And of course, back then, when it comes to insurance, it was always paper documents. It has to do with a lot of documentation with papers, files, and what have you. And the enforcement of insurance was very, very rare. Remember when we talked about taxation, when we talked about tax, how the regulators have their different agencies or sub-agencies that will go and enforce the payment of taxes. So it is, or it was, with insurance back then. The enforcement of insurance was very, very rare. Now, let's fast forward to the present day Nigeria, what insurance entails. Well, insurance is used by SMEs, that is small and medium enterprises. Like I said, drivers, families, all right? There is, instead of the paperwork, paper documentation, we now have digital verification, which is very apt. And then there's this need for a stronger government push. So in the past, insurance in Nigeria was ignored, right? But today, because of the rising risks, like I said earlier on, we've seen from road accidents to climate disasters. Insurance is now taking a new shape, which is forcing change as it is. So, like I said, we'll be looking at the different terminologies when it comes to insurance. We'll also look at the different types of insurance. But first off, let's just highlight the common types, as you're seeing on the screen right now, the common types of insurance in Nigeria. Very, very common. The commonest type, we have motor insurance, we have health insurance, we have life insurance, and then you have business and shop insurance, and of course, agricultural insurance. Well, like you can see from all of the types of the commonest insurance that we have in Nigeria right now, you could see that insurance touches our daily life, whether you realize it or not. Well, before we go deep into the types of insurance, let me let you know that insurance is mainly grouped into two categories. We have the life insurance and we have the non-life insurance, or you want to call the general insurance. But before we go into the different types of insurance, I want us to get to understand some core policies, some terminologies used in insurance. One of them is policy. You heard me talking about policy. Well, for policy, it is the legal contract between the insurer and the policy holder. I'll break things nicer, don't worry. And of course, that have the details about the conditions, and the coverage. What this simply means is that it's a document, that shows where the insurer, in this case, maybe an agent or a company that stands as the insurer, and the policyholder. The policyholder is you who is coming to this insurer for a particular policy or coverage, as it were. And of course, this is where the details about the terms of how that particular policy you want covered, that's where it will be explained or shown to you explicitly. And of course, the conditions for that particular cover, and of course, the coverage itself. So that's for the policy. Now, while I was trying to explain the policy, I mentioned policyholder is also known as the insured. It is the person or the entity, because it's not just persons now. You can also insure your business. All right, you insure your car as it is, because I'll talk about that later. So the policyholder or the insured is the person or entity who owns the insurance policy. Remember, the policy is that document that specifies what you are going into. All right, so you, the policyholder or the insured, is the person holding these claims. I'll give you the meaning of claims. And then the insurer, initially, when I talked about the insurer, I said it is probably an agent or what have you. So the insurer is also the carrier, the person who takes in your premium, all right? That amount of money you regularly drop, with this insurer. So the insurer is the carrier, the insurance company that provides the coverage and assumes the risk. So I told you earlier on, risks are involved. So who share the risk? When you pay your premium, it is the carrier or the insurer. Now, don't get it twisted. There is the insured, and then there's the insurer. The insured is you and I, or the business entity that is going into a particular cover. That the insurer, in this place, the insurance company or the carrier, so that's for the insurer. Now, while I was talking about the insurer, I talked about one word, claim. Claim. Now, claim is a form of a formal request made by the policyholder, that's you now, or the business entity. it is a request that you make, or the business entity that is insured makes to the insurer, in this case, the insurance company, for payment or coverage of a loss in the case of a loss that is covered by the policy. All right. So when anything goes, whenever there's an eventuality, whether a loss, you, the insurer, the insured, will have to ask the insurer for compensation. Let me use the word compensation. All right. So when you make that claim, or that business entity makes that claim, makes that request, it is known as a claim. I want us to understand very well. So by the time I start talking about some of these terminologies or these terms, you get to understand what I am talking about. And then there is the underwriting. There is the underwriting. These are technicalities. I would have skipped them, but like I said, in the course of our discussion, we will also be looking at that. So underwriting, it is the process the insurer uses to evaluate the risk of insuring a person or asset and to determine the premium and policy terms. So underwriting means the insurance company now will have to look at what you have come for. They will now evaluate it, kind of value everything that will be involved in that particular cover. Then they will now tell you how much you will now be paying regularly and how much you will, as insured, will receive in case of eventualities. All right. So, like I said, if we're going to do a part 2 of this, so be it. All right, because time will not be our friend today on this particular insurance topic. So I think we'll have to take a breather here. When we return, we will be looking strategically at the financial terms, because what I've been doing, I've been giving you the core policy and parties involved when it comes to insurance. We'll not look at the financial terms where we'll talk about the premium. If you heard me, I talked about premium earlier on. We'll not talk about another word called deductible, and we'll also look at coverage limit, co-payment, co-insurance, and of course, key coverage concepts. So we'll take a breather from here. When we return, we'll look at this.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
All right, welcome back from that short break for that commercial. Before we went on that break, we were talking about, I told you that we'll look at the financial terms and other terminologies when it comes to insurance. Because if I do not give you these terms, the meaning, you will be lost by the time we go deep into the discussion for today. So on the financial terms, one of them is premium. And like we said, premium is more or less like what you contribute, okay? The money you bring in, you pool your resources. It's all about, when it comes to insurance, it's all about pooling of resources, okay? Bringing your income to a certain place where it is now kept. Then in terms of, in times of eventualities, on some risks, that will take place, that's where, funds will now be pulled out. So premium is the recurring. It could be monthly, it could be quarterly, it could be annual. That's the money you contribute. It is the amount paid by the policyholder to the insurer to maintain the policy. So if you go into any of the policy, which we'll be looking at, any of the policy that you want covered, there's a certain amount of money that the insurer will have to tell you to pay, which is the premium. And you all agree, because like we said, insurance is all about financial agreement, okay? So you all agree when you want to be making the payments, whether it is monthly, whether it is quarterly, whether it is annually. All right, so that's for premium. Basically, it's all about the money you pay. Okay. Deductible is another word in insurance. Now, this is a fixed amount the policyholder must pay out of his pocket before the insurance coverage kicks in for a claim. For instance, 5,000, let's say 5 million naira deductible on an auto repair. All right, let's not go into all of that, but like I said, I will explain later. But for deductible, it is the fixed amount that you, as a policyholder, as a person, or the business entity, must pay. It's a must, because insurance, you have to agree on some certain things. So when it happens, it is a must that you have to pay that amount of money before the insurance coverage before that coverage, that cover that you're going in for, will start paying you for any eventualities. And then we have the coverage limit. This is the maximum amount an insurer, in this case now the insurance company, will pay for a covered loss. The amount of money, the maximum it can pay. So I've heard cases of people saying, for instance, an auto incident, and they want to say the amount of the vehicle must be covered as well. There are some calculations that are made, wear and tear, depreciation, a lot of things that are put into place. And so at the end of the day, there's a particular amount that the insurance company will be willing to pay, the maximum amount it will be willing to pay. This can be per occurrence, per person, and of course on an aggregate limit for the policy period. We'll break down these as we go on when we look at the different types of insurance. And then there is a co-payment, or what we call co-pay. Now, this is a fixed amount. It's very, very common in the health insurance scheme, or the health insurance as it is, paid by the insured, that is you or the entity, for a covered service. For example, you pay, let's say 20,000 naira for a doctor's visit. All right, so this co-pay will cover for this as well. And then there's the co-insurance, which is a percentage of the costs for a covered service that the insured pays after the deductible is met. For instance, the insurance company will pay 80%, while you will pay 20%. It depends on the insurance cover that you are into. And then out-of-pocket maximum. Now, this is absolute limit in a given period, usually a year, right? On the amount that you, the policyholder, pays for covered services. Now, after this is reached, the insurer pays 100%. I think you see more of this, in life insurance as well. So, other key coverage concepts, we have cover and coverage, which we talked about, is more or less what you are paying for, that you are being protected for. That means cover, the protection provided by the insurance policy that you are into. We have the peril, we have the hazard, we have the risk. We'll be talking about risk a lot. A risk is the chance or uncertainty of a loss occurring, the chance of a loss or unwanted eventualities occurring. This is what is being transferred to the insurer, that is the insurance company. So risk is always transferred to them. We have the liability, which is a legal responsibility for causing harm or damage to another person or their property. So liability coverage pays for those costs, and of course there's exclusion. All right, let's now look at the different types of insurance. Like I told you, we have two categorized: the life insurance and the non-life insurance, or the general insurance. For life insurance, this covers risk related to human life, where we can see them in whole life insurance. This covers the insured, that is you now, for life, and pays beneficiaries upon death. So when you go for life insurance, what it invariably means is that it's a policy that you are covered for life. And in case of death, your beneficiaries will be the one to now receive the monies that has been pulled as resources for the life insurance. We have term insurance. As the name implies, this covers a specific period, like let's say from 10 to 20 years. So is a term, is a period, very, very specific. They will always specify it when you go into that. There is also the endowment insurance. The endowment insurance, this cover pays a lump sum after a fixed period or death. Now, we have been looking at life insurance. Now, the life insurance has sub life insurance. Okay, that's what we've been looking at. We just looked at whole life insurance, where you are covered until death, and when the person passes on, the beneficiaries, mostly the family left behind, would be the beneficiary, the ones that would get the cover paid to them. Then we talked about term life insurance, which is for a period of time. So after that period is covered, you will now be, let me use the word, reimbursed, And then there's the endowment insurance, which is the cover that pays a lump sum of money for a fixed period or upon the death of the policy holder. There's the education insurance. Well, this one is self-explanatory, but mostly it is to fund children's education. Then we have group life insurance, a whole lot of insurance policy under the life insurance. Group life insurance, this is mostly provided by employers for staff, and it is mandatory, it is compulsory. So wherever you are working, you have to, if you are an employee, then this must cover, you must have this cover, you must have this protection, group life insurance. All right, we also have mortgage protection insurance, which covers outstanding loans if the policy holder dies. So if you go on as a policyholder, go on to collect any form of loan, this particular insurance will cover such outstanding debts, So those are the examples or the types of life insurance covers that we have under life insurance. Now let's look at the non-life insurance. This covers mostly property, liability, and other risks. Let's look at them. First off, we have motor insurance. Motor insurance. Now, this is an insurance that is very, very, one of them is very, very, key, which is the third-party motor insurance. It's very important for every motorist. As long as there's a vehicle on the road, you must have the third-party motor insurance. We'll look at the compulsory insurance because we have compulsory insurance in Nigeria in operation. There's also the comprehensive motor insurance. This is under motor insurance. Then we talk about health insurance under the non-life insurance, where we see the National Health Insurance Authority plans, yes, which is the NHIA. They have a plan, and it's under the health insurance, and of course the private insurance. A private health insurance. This one you can also insure yourself privately, but for the from the government circle we have the NHIA plans. Then under the non-life insurance we have fire insurance. This covers loss or damage to buildings and properties due to fire. All right, so we also have marine insurance. Marine insurance, this covers goods, ships, and cargo that are transported by sea air, or land. That's for marine insurance. We look at also travel insurance. Basically, this covers medical emergencies, lost baggage, trip cancellation, and a whole lot of others in relation to traveling. So that's why it's called travel insurance. We also have property insurance. Property insurance is for offices, homes, factories, and equipment, covered against loss and damage. Anything in the office that is missing, or in the factories, or equipment that go are missing or are damaged. Property insurance covers all of that. We also have agricultural insurance. This is the type that covers crops, livestock, and of course farm assets. Basically, that's what agricultural insurance covers. And then we have accident insurance. I know you'll be saying, but there's fire insurance now. Well, that's different from accident insurance. Now, this is the type that covers for injuries, disability, or death. Accidents that record deaths. So when you have accident insurance, it covers all of this. We also have liability insurance. Now, under liability insurance, we have different categories. We have the employer's liability insurance, which is very, very compulsory as well. The employer's liability insurance, where he has to take care of, things and humans under his employment. All right. We have professional indemnity insurance. These are technical insurance schemes. We also have public liability insurance. Yes, these are under the liability insurance. For bond, we also have bond insurance. This has to do with, in line with the financial institutions, where we see fidelity guarantee insurance. Yes, and of course, performance bonds. All right. And of course, there is the micro insurance, which is designed for low-income earners. How will I forget that one? For low-income earners and small businesses. So this type of insurance offer affordable coverage. Okay, so these are the types of insurance that we have and that is operational in Nigeria. We'll take another breather. When we come, we'll look at the need for insurance in Nigeria. Stay with us.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
All right, welcome back. And we are still talking about insurance and its current state in Nigeria. We've taken a look at what insurance is all about, the types of insurance, and it is time for us to look at why do we need insurance. All right, so because risk is expensive, and of course, insurance helps manage the cost of that risk. Let's look at life without insurance. On the screen, you'll see that we have something on the screen. Hospital bill, for instance, 850,000 naira, and it's paid from your pocket. That's life without insurance. You go into the hospital, you rush someone to the hospital, and the hospital says, your bill is 850,000 naira, and you pay from your pocket. Now, the next graphics we have says life with insurance. And when you look at it, insurance pays bulk of the bill. Now, when the hospital comes forward to say, this is your bill. You just fall back to the insurance because you have a life insurance scheme working for you. In such way, you don't have to cough such huge amount of money from your pocket. Instead, in this particular instance, the family is protected. So without insurance, one accident can wipe out years of savings. Now let's look at why insurance matters. From the graphic on your screen, you could see the different reasons. I will break them down really nicely. Insurance protects families from sudden poverty. It keeps businesses running after losses. Insurance covers legal liabilities, and insurance encourages savings and discipline. And by extension, insurance reduces government burden during disasters. So, you can say that insurance is not about expecting bad things, but it is about being prepared. I think that's the best way to describe insurance, because most persons will just say, why am I going into insurance? Is it that bad thing wants to happen? Now, that's not what insurance is all about. Let's not look at insurance that way. Let's look at insurance as being prepared when eventualities happen. Let's take a critical explanation on how insurance works. If 10 traders, for instance, contribute small amount of money monthly, let's go monthly, and let's say one of the traders' shop got burnt, what the group, because these are traders who contribute money, who pool resources together, what these other traders, the group now, because it's now a group that contributes money together, they pool resources together. Now, what this group does is to support this trader that has shop or his shop got burnt. That is exactly how insurance works. Just that insurance is holistic, is bigger and more structured than this small example that I gave. Now, according to data before us, coming in from the NICOM, which is the National Insurance Commission annual reports, and of course the World Bank insurance penetration data, it shows that the insurance penetration in Nigeria is below 1% of the gross domestic product. We talked about the GDP recently in one of our episodes. Okay, so insurance penetration in the Nigerian economy is below 1%. For South Africa, it's over 12%, the penetration of insurance. And you could see that Nigeria is largely unprotected. That's why I said earlier on when we started that it is something that affects both of us, you and I, everyone in the society, but it's something that is neglected. So you could see that the penetration of insurance in Nigeria to the GDP is very, very low. So one thing we want to look at next is insurance compulsory in Nigeria? Is insurance compulsory in Nigeria? Now, that's a very critical question. And of course, let's look at it. By law, is insurance compulsory? The answer is a definite yes. Some of it, by the way, not all of them. Let's look at the compulsory insurance in Nigeria. Now, by law, these are mandatory. These insurance policy or covers that I'm going to spell out. Motor third-party insurance. Motor third-party insurance, very, very compulsory. Like I said, as long as there is a vehicle on the road, that vehicle must have a motor third-party insurance. There is the group life insurance. Now, this is for workers. So for every employer of labor, you've got to have this for your workers. It is mandatory, it is compulsory. The group life insurance. Builders liability insurance. Now, this is a type of insurance, it's very, very compulsory. It's a type of insurance that has to do with work sites, people who are building properties, and of course, those who already own properties. As long as you own a property, a building, you have to have this insurance to insure those in the building in case of any eventualities like fire outbreak or collapse. which we've seen in recent times in Nigeria, especially in Lagos, where we see how buildings will just collapse on their own. So builders liability insurance is compulsory. There's the occupiers liability insurance, is in line with the builders liability insurance, where you have to insure those who occupy the buildings. Those who occupy the buildings. All right. So this is why it's called the occupiers liability insurance. It's very compulsory. And then the workmen's compensation. The workmen's compensation is another type of insurance that is very compulsory. And then health professional indemnity. These are very, very important. So let's just pick one out of them, like what the graphic is showing on the screen. Motor insurance. This is the big one. This is the big one. Now, there's a law establishing motor insurance. It's called Insurance Act of 2003. The requirement is third-party cover. Penalty, fine, or imprisonment. If you don't have this cover, you'll be fined, or you just be imprisoned or be in jail. So if you drive in Nigeria, like I said earlier on, without third-party insurance, you are breaking the law. You are not negotiating that. You must have that third-party insurance as long as you are driving in Nigeria. All right. Why government is enforcing it now? I mean, that's the graphic we are seeing right now. Why is it that government is enforcing especially this particular third-party insurance? Well, you look at it, rising road accidents. There's been so many road accidents of late, though the government is trying its best through the FRSC, trying to curtail the number of accidents on our highways. And then there is fake insurance papers. The reason why the government is really, clamping down on what is going on in the insurance space. So much fake insurance papers. All right. There's also victims left uncompensated. This is one of another big reasons why we have to go into insurance. Most of the victims are not compensated, most of them. And that's why NICOM, like I said earlier on, the FRSC, and of course the Nigerian police, they are now enforcing digital verification. Remember, we talked about the then and now when it comes to insurance. In the then, we said it was just paper documentation, while the now we have a digital verification. So this is how the National Insurance Commission and, of course, the FRSC, the Nigerian police, are doing all they can to ensure that insurance, especially when it comes to the third-party insurance, is enforced with a digital verification. Now, all these are not my words. These are sources coming in from, of course, the Insurance Act of 2003 and, of course, NICOM and the Federal Road Safety Corps. All right, so I hope you are getting the truth right now about what insurance is all about. We talked about what insurance is, the definition, why you need to pull resources together. It is not about expecting bad things to happen, but it's just for you to get prepared for your retirement, for your business, for your children, whatever it is, any strata of the society. Insurance is something that should be looked into seriously. And we talked about the compulsory insurance schemes or covers in Nigeria. By law, it is compulsory that you must have these insurance cover. We talked about the motor third-party insurance. As long as you are a driver in this country driving on the road, you've got to have that cover. We also talked about for workers, wherever you are as a worker, as an employee, you must be covered by your company with the group life insurance. We talked about builders liability insurance, occupiers liability insurance, workmen's compensation, health professional indemnity. These are all compulsory, and of course, health professional indemnity. These are all compulsory insurance cover as it is. So it is not about, like I said earlier, expecting bad things to happen. I don't know why we always have this notion that when someone comes to talk to you about insurance, it's just like, especially when it comes to that life insurance, they say, but I don't want to die now. Why are you bringing such cover for me? Talk of another thing. But you don't know these things are very important, because when you go, in what state are you leaving your family behind? In what state? Okay, so this is one form of also preparing for the unwanted scenarios to happen when you finally say goodbye to this world. All right, so it's very, very important. It's key that we have these insurance embedded in our system for us to get to have this insurance scheme. All right, we'll also be going on another break pretty soon. And when we return, we will be looking at the reality check, challenges, and the way forward. In that particular sphere, we'll be looking at what there is a particular policy or reform that the Nigerian government has gotten into when it comes to the insurance cover. So it's not all about only in taxation where we have the tax reform. We also have insurance reform in Nigeria, and that act was also passed sometime in 2025 by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We'll be looking at that. It's called NIRA, N-I-I-R-A 2005, which stands for the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at that and then wrap things up. Stay with us.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
All right, thank you for still being with us. It's been a very interesting topic today, and something that touches every lives of the Nigerian out there. Insurance. We've been looking at insurance and its present form. The present form of the insurance in Nigeria is getting better than how it used to be. And I'll tell you why it is getting better. We'll be looking at that critically as a result of the reforms that the federal government has put in place. Now, everywhere, across the scene, could be in the market space, it could be in your workplace, everywhere you hear statements like, insurance is too expensive, they don't pay claims, I didn't know it was compulsory. These concerns are real, no doubt about that, and they are, in fact, hurting people and, of course, hurting trust as it is. So let's look at, before we look at the reform in the insurance space, let's look at the challenges in Nigeria's insurance sector. What are the challenges? Well, before I talked about the challenges, I said something about trust. Okay, so low public trust, that's one of the challenges in the insurance sector, low public trust. And I'll tell you as we progress why we have low public trust. Another reason is poor awareness. Poor awareness. The agents or agencies responsible for passing this information to everyone to get a better knowledge or understanding of what insurance is all about have not done their job properly. And that's why, most people are still asking such questions as, I don't even know that this is compulsory, especially for some drivers, when you tell them about the third party insurance cover. They say, but I don't know that it is compulsory. It is because they are not aware. And of course, there's poor awareness coming in from agencies that are supposed to be responsible for that. We also have another reason for challenges in the Nigerian health sector is fake agents. We have fake agents everywhere, who want to come in as the middlemen, in quotes, as it used to be. They will tell you, instead of going straight to the agencies responsible for such, instead of going to the insurance company, as it were, they will be the ones to come and tell you that I will stand on behalf of those insurance companies. In fact, we are insurance company as well, this and that and that and this. And before you know it, you have fake agents everywhere who, by the way, when it comes to, which is the next reason, delayed claims, when it comes to your claims for eventualities and you want to have your claims, that is where you get to understand that these people, or these agents that came initially to do this insurance policy with you, they are fake. All right, so on the other hand, there is also the delayed claims coming in from even some established insurance companies, So this is one of the challenges faced in the Nigerian insurance sector. Another thing is reforms. Like I said earlier on, which is, though it's saying that reforms are on the way, but the reforms are already in place. Like I said, there was this reform that was passed, the act that was passed in 2025, I think June or July 2025, which is called the NERA 2025. We'll look at that pretty soon. All right, so these are the challenges in the Nigeria's insurance sector. Low public trust. Now, I said I was going to come back to the trust issue. When you look at the delayed claims and fake agents everywhere claiming to be insurance agents or agencies, definitely the public, when you speak to them about insurance, would not want to even budge. They don't even want to go into such business of insurance and thereby dropping down, trusts as it is. And that's why we say low public trust. I mean, when you hear people say delayed claims or finding out that the agents that they were working with, the insurer, was fake, you understand? And before now, the way the insurance business was carried out without government interfering, to ensure that there's enforcement in paying claims and what have you, then definitely there's going to be low public trust. That's why I said I'll come back to talk about the low public trust. So this is one thing that has to be looked at, and which the new act is also addressing. I will not have enough time to go into the law itself because there are so many places in that particular act, which specified some improvement and, of course, expanded some of these covers, and, of course, brought some fines and punishment for any offenders. All right. Now, what is changing? Because I know we're going to be looking at that very, very soon. What is changing? I talked about the new Insurance Reform Act 2025, which is called the NERA. And of course, there is the higher capital for insurers. For insurers, like the insurance companies, there's now higher capital for them. There's also the digital policy verification, which we talked about the before and the then and now. The then we said it was all about paper documentation, but now it is all about digital verification. So there's a policy in place that ensures that verification is done digitally. Now, micro insurance. There is micro insurance for low income earners. I just touched briefly on this particular one when we talked about the types of insurance, micro insurance for low income earners. These are people who are not probably in the salary structure thing or in the big business structure, but very low earners who are probably in the informal sector. So the future of insurance in Nigeria. Now, we want to talk about what is changing in insurance in Nigeria. The future of insurance in Nigeria is simpler, digital, and more inclusive. With the recently signed Nigeria Insurance Industry Reform Act, known as 2025, known as the NIRA 2025, NIIRA, the Nigeria Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025 by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This brings about a sweeping overhaul of the insurance sector, which aligns with the country's economic growth target, which is a target of $1 trillion. $1 trillion. That's according to the financial regulators of the country. Now, this act, talking about NIRA 2025, expanded several types of compulsory insurance. With the provision of this law and its implementation, analysts are hoping that insurance will become more integral to the lives of Nigerians, thereby driving penetration of insurance. Remember, I said earlier on that the penetration of insurance to the GDP was less than 1%. All right, so all I just needed to do, like I said, time will fail me if I have to go into the act itself, how things were spelled out in the act. So do well to get your hands on the new Insurance Reform Act to see the numerous changes made. Hopefully, like I said, we'll bring you an episode on this reform to simplify the new insurance reform, NIRA 2025. All right, a whole lot is in that particular act, the NIRA 2025, a whole lot where I think one of them that was included in the act, in that reform, was for building. Buildings that are, not well structured, that collapses here and there, like we saw in the news recently. And of course, those involved, those occupiers, what's it called now? The compensation for them. And then for defaulters, for those who have such kind of buildings, you have that kind of buildings, and then you did not evacuate people on time to, a whole lot, like I said, you just get your hands on that particular act and see for yourself a whole lot of changes and addition to the former reform. Is the NIRA 2025. So that's the way forward for the Nigeria insurance sector. Lots of experts and analysts are very, very hopeful. I am hopeful too that with the new Reform Act, we're going to be seeing positives from the Nigerian insurance sector, especially on that penetration issue. We need that penetration a lot into the GDP. All right, so a final message I want to, like you're seeing on your screen from the graphics, insurance is not about fear, it is about preparation. Like I said earlier on, don't get panic when someone speaks to you about insurance. It's not something that is going to say, so my life is now being planned for death or for negatives like fire incident or motor car accident and all of that. No, but it is all about getting you prepared. So in Nigeria today, insurance is no longer optional knowledge. It's no longer optional knowledge. It is financial wisdom. It is legal protection. Insurance is, of course, increasingly now a requirement. It is now a requirement. It's not something that you just say, I beg, this will not concern me. It's for the rich and the wealthy, for the well-to-dos, for the high class in the society. No, it is for everyone. Like I said earlier on, it's no longer optional when it comes to being knowledgeable about it. It's a financial wisdom. You know, when you go into that, you know, you are just packing a lot of wisdom, you know, financially. And of course, legal protection is involved, you know. So know what you are covered for, which is very, very important. When you go into insurance, know what you are covered for. Know what the law demands, what the law says about what you are being covered for, and protect what matters most. Protect what matters most. So go for schemes or covers that you know matters most to you. All right. So that's a wrap on today's episode. I hope you've learned a thing or two today on insurance. Now you know that insurance is not for the well-to-dos, in quote. It's not for the high and mighty in the society. It's for everyone. All right. Join me next time for another educative episode on Money and Market. I'll see you soon.
And the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit